So happy to be here. Keira Lani is going to lead us in a meditation today that I'm so excited about and I can't wait to get into. Welcome, Keira.
Thank you, Terry. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today. And I'm really feeling the Mount Shasta energy because we're going to actually be together in Mount Shasta this weekend.
We sure are. I'm so excited. It's going to be beautiful.
And Mount Shasta is not only a sacred mountain for those of you who are not familiar. Mount Shasta is also home to some of the most sacred healing waters on the planet.
Yes.
At the base of Mount Shasta bubbles forth the Sacramento River, which turns into a giant river by the time it reaches the bay. It flows out into the San Francisco Bay. And even where it comes out from under Mount Shasta, even where it's a spring of bubbling water, it's quite large. And so I wanted to invite in this abundance of flowing clean water into our meditation today, represented by these healing waters that bubble up from Mount Shasta and representing all of the clean spring water sources that still exist on our planet. And I have brought a glass of water, which this is not any special water in terms of where it comes from. It comes out of the tap in my sink here in Ashland, Oregon. And yet, as we go into this water blessing activation and meditation, this will become special healing water. And so I want to invite each one of you who participates in this meditation to recognize that you have the power to connect to this source of purity within you. You, each one of us, contains a wellspring of healing within us. And so today, that's why I wanted to invoke the image of pure spring water bubbling up from the earth, because you can activate that within yourself and purify the water within you and purify the water that bubbles out of your tap, no matter where you are, and create a healing intention for all the waters of the planet. And that's what I wanted to do today. We were just celebrating World Water Day. So I think we'll call this World Water Week and keep the blessings going. Water is life. Water is the essence of life that allows us to come into physical form. Thinking of how breath is the primary nutrient. And if you think of how breath enters your body and oxygenates your system, and then think of how when water bubbles out of the earth and it creates those bubbles of air in the water, it becomes ionized and activated, and it the most healing, life-giving source of fluid. And so this is the kind of the feeling and idea that I wanted to bring into our meditation today. And I think I'm actually feeling something coming through in this connection with Terry before we actually drop in together. So I'm curious, Terry, in your travels around the country, blessing the land, if you have some special insight that's coming through your connection to the angels and those land spirits that you've been blessing that wants to be added into this water blessing today.
You know, it's interesting, Keira, the very first land blessing that was done in water. It was at a dam in North Dam, Tennessee. And the spot that was chosen was this little trickle of water that was just coming down from the mountainside. And it was so powerful. Just the little bit of energy that was flowing put out a huge amount of energy. So it doesn't matter if it's a small stream or if it's an ocean, it's the energy of the water itself. And we had discussed earlier about Dr. Emoto's experiments and how the water changes when we pour love into it. So it doesn't matter if it's that glass of water you're holding in your hand, or if you're immersed in a huge lake or ocean, it's all the same. It's water and it carries an energy. So that's what the angels want us to realize is whatever we're putting forth from us, whatever words, whatever energy is coming from us, it is affecting our water all over the planet.
Terry, will you show our audience that beautiful image that you've been carrying around of what water looks like when we put the word love into it?
Let me get it just a moment.
And while Terry is retrieving this image for us, take a moment to recognize that there is water flowing within you and all around you, even in the air that you breathe, there are water molecules. And I have been dropping into an even deeper sense of the water is life, water is everywhere concept when I have a long history of yogic philosophy. And when you go into the most basic foundational pieces of yoga philosophy, you will often see a metaphorical concept that each of us is a drop in a sea of consciousness. And I have been contemplating, what if we really thought of this literally? What if we realized that actually this air, try this right now, put your fingers out in front of you and imagine you can just like touch and feel the texture of the air around you. We often think we're perceiving empty space, and yet this is actually the substance. When I don't touch my fingers to each other, I actually can feel it even a little bit more. This is the substance of consciousness. And this is why when we actually take some time to slow down the pace of our life to experience the subtle textures of consciousness, we actually can change not only our own personal experience, that's of course where it starts, but also the experience of everyone here on this planet sharing this life together.
So true, Keira. You know, when I teach about energy and energy healing, I teach that you can put the palms of your hands together and you will feel the energy in between your hands. It's very palpable. And I love that you're sharing that with us. So this particular one is an image of the slide that was done by Dr. Emoto when love for humanity was written on the container that the water was in. Love for humanity. And you can see it looks like a snowflake. And I love that it looks like there's little like crowns at the end of each of those points. And then this one, the word soul was written on the glass, in the container. And this is what came forth. And if you turn it sideways, let's see, this way, it looks like a heart right in the center, doesn't it?
It does look
And
like
to
a
me,
heart.
that's so important because our heart, our high heart is where we connect in with our soul that's inside of us. So I thought that was so interesting that the heart is right in the center of that.
Oh,
So beautiful.
so beautiful. And the first thing I saw, I definitely saw the heart even before you said the word heart when you turned it sideways. But before you turned it sideways, I was really feeling the sense of the space at the center. And I thought that was so perfect with what I was just saying about how where we find the true substance of our reality is actually in the
Yeah.
spaces in, and so it
Mhm.
feels like this image of soul written into water is pulling me into a deeper experience of what that
Yeah.
word represents, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It sure does.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so beautiful. What a blessing to have this opportunity to collaborate with you, dear sister. I really appreciate
yes.
this
Oh,
this
I'm I'm
time. And
s- I am so excited about this collaboration and so happy that you're going to be at that land blessing in Mount Shasta this coming Sunday.
mhm. Yeah, so more on that later. So stay tuned. Let's go into
Yes.
our water blessing.
Yes, let's do
And
that. I'm gonna turn it to you and then I'll be back with you after the blessing.
thank you, Terry. All right, so if you have a glass of water or even a bottle of water or a jug of water, please grab that because it's going to help the focus of this intention. And if you don't have water handy, you can tune in, like I was saying, to the water within you, the water in the air, the water in the earth beneath your feet. We're going to be doing that anyways. Recognizing that water is carrying the vibration of life, of love. Water is a conductor. Terry was talking about the energy between your hands. Water is a powerful conductor of electricity, just like electricity, like lightning bolts. Water wants to flow down into the earth and be grounded. So as you drop in with your breath and drop your awareness into the structure of the water, breathe all the way down into your connection with the earth. Feel the water molecules within you gently drawing you into magnetic connection with the earth beneath your feet. Feel how the water flowing through your veins is vibrationally connected to the water flowing in the earth. Allow the breath to direct the focus of your awareness as it flows into your body. And with each exhale, drop deeper into the awareness of the water within you. And I'd like to use this opportunity to tune in for a moment to an area that you may feel of imbalance or discomfort. Perhaps there's a sense of anxiety or frustration or something in your life that you know is ready to shift. Tune in as if this is a swirl in the flow of the water in your system and notice what shape it takes. Maybe there's even a bigger worldly concern that has been on your mind. So you can also witness where there may be imbalance in the planetary water systems. And what does that swirl look like, feel like? What shape does it take? And then keep the breath moving into that place, wherever you feel it in your body or where you see it in the earth. Take your breath and your awareness into that space and bring in the feeling of pure, unconditional love. Remember a time when you felt most loved, most safe, most secure. And if you're having trouble calling in the love, call in the image of the snowflake that Terry showed us. And see what that structure evokes within you. And now continue to focus your awareness on the love, as if you can radiate love from the center of your heart to every part of your body, to the water in the vessel before you, to the water in the molecules of your body, and even out to the water planet-wide, the water in all humans, in all animals, all life forms, trees, fish, and the bodies of water on the planet, the lakes, the streams, the rivers, the oceans, the underground waterways. Sending this vibration of pure love out to all corners, all swirls and eddies, all winding waterways around the entire planet. And then feel that ripple washing back into your body of water, your personal body of water that you travel this life in. And I'm going to invite you to take a moment to focus on your vessel of water, whatever water you have brought that you can take from the outside into your body. And put an intention for yourself. Whatever you need to call more of into your life in order to feel that you are more fully on your path of purpose, more fulfilled in your work, more loved and content, more easeful and flowing with grace. Maybe you need focus or clarity. Maybe you just need more of this love vibration to show up consistently in your life. Maybe you're calling in dedication or motivation. Maybe you need financial support. Whatever it is for you, put that focus into your water and witness, imagine what that looks like or feels like. What is the shape that this intention forms in your water? Take a moment to fully witness the restructuring of your water to align with the vibration of what you are calling in more of into your life. And when you feel that that transformation is complete, take a sip of your water. And as you swallow it, feel that restructuring flowing to each and every molecule of water in your body. And notice how it is also flowing through that energetic conductivity of the water. It is also flowing into the spaces between the molecules of your being, into the energy field that your body emits. And even into all of your relationships and connections with other humans and other life forms on this planet. Take a moment to witness the effects. And now, in gratitude, I shift our awareness into the sacred space created as we gather in circle around a sacred body of water. Imagining that each of us who is here watching this video, whether you're here with us live or watching the replay, are gathered with Terry and I in a circle to honor a sacred body of water. This sacred body of water is bubbling up from the earth in its purest, most healing form. We focus our awareness in gratitude for this abundant uprising of pure life force, always there for us to drink, receive the nourishment, and share abundantly with others. There is no shortage of pure water here in this space. In gratitude for this true source of abundance that is always available to us, we invite the presence of spirit, inviting the angels and guides that you feel most connected to, whether they have wings or roots, fur or feathers. There may be animal guides coming in. There may be star beings coming in. I'm feeling the presence of all of the spiritual support team. In gratitude, we stand before you, joining our energy and our water towards the healing of all. And we ask for a blessing for each and every one of us to feel healthy and whole, joyful, fulfilled, and fully supported on our mission of service to the healing of all. And we see a ripple spreading out from this pure water source to touch the water planet-wide, blessing each and every waterway, each and every life form, even out into the atmosphere and beyond, with this blessing of purification, of healing, of nourishment, and abundant flow of resources. Let's take 3 breaths in silence to fully integrate this blessing and receive any wisdom that wants to come through in this moment from the water within you. And I raise my glass to you in honor and respect, and bow to the water of the world, the water in each one of you, the water in this glass. Thank you for this amazing gift of life. May I always be connected and tuned in to what is available in the moment. Thank you. Blessed be. Take another sip of your water. And coming back into this space, I would love to hear any wisdom that came through. I am feeling a very strong presence of many beings of light, feeling just grateful and honored. And I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity to be a vessel for this beauty.
Keira, that was awesome. just awesome. And I felt a lot of elemental energy while you were doing that. And as I drank my water after it was blessed, it tasted different. And I know there's a mindset when we're in our heart space that puts forth that love, and everything does look and smell and taste a lot different. But there
Mhm.
really was an energy that like it had changed from before when I took the sip and then after I did. So
Mm.
very beautiful. I'm going to do that all day long today. I'm going to be mindful. Every time I pour a glass of water, I'm going to speak those words over it and just let the
Mhm.
energy flow into it and flow into me. And it does
Mhm.
change us, doesn't it? It really does
It
shift the energy.
does. Mhm. And, as you were saying that, I was realizing we can also take this practice to another level. I have a blue glass bottle that has a lotus and says awakening on it. And when I first got that bottle, I was drinking every day, all day, this water that had the word awakening on it. And I wouldn't always be mindful of that. And yet I was still consistently receiving these benefits. And then awakening can sometimes be a little intense. It's not always like
Mhm.
love and light and blessings and feel good vibrations. Sometimes we're
Right.
awakening to discomfort and
Mhm.
dis-ease and recognition of things being out of balance. And so I remember one day I was driving and I had my blue glass bottle with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? And then I looked down and I saw that word and I just started laughing. And so recognize what you're inviting in. It can be, and it didn't mean I wanted to stop awakening. It just was a good reminder. Oh yeah, this is why I'm everything's
Yeah,
coming up because I've set this intention to awaken to a new level. And so
absolutely.
I really love the idea. I also have a bottle that has specific crystals to bring focus in. And so knowing that every time I would pick up that bottle to drink, it has the word focus. And this is when you say, oh, it tastes different, and part of it is our
Mhm.
mindset for sure. This is a recognition that we can, each and every time we take a drink, we can choose to make that a moment to bring more mindful awareness into our experience of life. And so
Yes.
this glass is the one that I use consistently to go and pray with the sunrise or do ritual blessings such as this. And so even when I just drink water throughout the day out of this glass, it's infused with blessings. And there's something special about glass as well, in terms of the crystalline structure that happens when, I mean, isn't that amazing that we can melt sand
Yeah.
and turn it into this?
Yes.
It's it's really
Yeah.
quite something. And so I think glass is also representative of that power of transmutation that we are capable of as humans.
Mhm.
And so I'm so excited, Terry, for us to have an opportunity to be face to face and in the physical space together in Mount
Yeah.
Shasta this weekend. And
Yeah. And
I,
And Kira, I'm hearing for us to do a water blessing also, not just the land blessing, but a water blessing for those
Mhm.
waters you were describing earlier about the waters and how they flow down into the San Francisco Bay. Just envision us sending that love into that water that's going all the way down there and affecting so many people in such a big way.
And then realizing that this water goes into the Pacific Ocean,
Mhm.
which is the largest body of water on the planet. And
Right?
really, all the water on the planet is connected when you think of it that way. There's like the delineations of this ocean from that ocean are water. So where the oceans touch, they exchange water and vibrations. So we really can. And one of the things I like to do, which I'm surprised actually that it didn't come through today, when I'm out hiking and walking around and I come to a stream of water, I like to crouch down and just lightly lay my fingertips onto the water, just touch it lightly, and sing what, for me, light language is sound vibration. I'm not a light language trained person, but when I sing to the water, that's what I'm doing, is singing light language. And I can see that restructuring, and I visualize it from wherever that little stream up the side of a mountain or in a forest is. I know it's connected literally, not just in my imagination, but literally to every body of water on the planet. And so this is a practice that I call in regularly when I find myself in natural water sources or by natural water sources, to just take that moment to send a blessing of restructuring towards purification and healing, or just towards life enhancement for the entire planet. And so, yes, I was actually seeing that, Terry, when just the other day I was seeing us at the headwaters of the Sacramento River doing this blessing. And it will be very interesting to see who shows up at that moment, because this is a very popular place for people to go and gather water and pray. And
and you know, Keira, I have two singing bowls with me. They're both attuned to the heart chakra. So I'm hearing that we are to play those during the water blessing.
Very beautiful. I love, love, love that. So, and I'm also this weekend offering a virtual retreat. If anyone out there wants to have like a really full, expansive experience of activating your light body and gathering tools on your healer's journey, I will be offering live teachings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which will actually culminate in joining Terry for her water blessing with on-site practices, as well as video presentations and lots of good information. So I will make sure to drop the link to that in the comments of this video. So if you feel called to dive even deeper into this realm of experiencing more of what this life has to offer and bringing forth more fully what you have to offer to this life, I would love to invite you into that experience with me. And either way, if you just want to come for the water blessing and land blessing, that is going to be quite a beautiful, transformative experience. And I'm so grateful to you, Terry. I just wanted to take a moment to honor you for the way that you are following your guidance to go and touch these sacred sites and put your vibration towards the healing of the planet. I feel many of us are being called into a deeper service right now. And I know that's why Terry and I were called together, I think just about a year ago. I think it was Earth Day last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And I know that those of you watching this are likely also feeling a call into a deeper level of service. And so if you feel that your vibration may be resonating with this type of service that I'm bringing through, then I would love to connect with you and see how we can be of service together to the healing of the planet.
Absolutely. I encourage anyone to reach out to you, Keira, and please share how they can do that. What is the best way to get in touch with you?
So I am on Facebook as Keira Lani, Tree Gone Healer. I also have a website that is practiceselflove.com. And I'm also on Instagram if you're an Instagram person, and I have the YouTube channel. At this point in time, I'm pretty much Tree Gone Healer wherever you look for me.
Beautiful. Please do reach out to Keira. And that workshop that you're doing, that retreat this weekend, sounds amazing. I'm so happy that the land blessing and the water blessing are going to be part of that. And I'm so thrilled that the angels have brought through the message for us to do a water blessing right there while at the same time this weekend. So this has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you for what you do in the world.
Punctuated by the train, I just realized.
I love I love train energy. When I hear that horn, it just there's that there's so much power in what's happening where that energy is. Trains are one of the most powerful things that exist. Yeah, and they've been around for so long. So just feeling into the energy of it, it's a strengthening. It's like you said, like that punctuation. Like, yeah, there's something powerful happening here.
All aboard, let's go.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times when I do meditations, I'll meditate with the train energy and just see it like the little engine that could, I think I can, and really seeing it going up the mountain and elevating as you go along. That's a beautiful meditation to do.
Yeah, I like that. Beautiful.
So I want to thank everybody who came on with us today. And I hope that you will share this out. Share it with somebody that you think would be blessed. If there's anyone you know that might be interested in doing the retreat this weekend with Keira, please share with them this information, and also about the land blessing and the water blessing that'll take place on Sunday. So thank you everyone who came on. And just a reminder also that at 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight, this will be replayed. It's called Sweet Dreams Restream, and it'll replay on Enlightened World Network. So if you want to catch it again and bless some more of your water, maybe it'll be your bath water. That's a great thing to do also. If you're showering or bathing at night or in the morning, just send that love energy to that water that's going over you.
Yes. Beautiful.
So Keira, thank you, my dear. So appreciated to have you with us here this morning for us. And I can't wait to see you, to get a real Keira hug and to just be in each other's presence. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, as well as everyone that tuned in to us. Thank you. And tune in every day to Enlightened World Network and stay with us. There's more coming forth today on this channel. Love you all so much. And namaste, everyone.